Accountability.
Taking responsibility
for your own actions.
Yes, whether you lie or tell the truth.
I blame society because I feel like society, in a way, they cause the criminal to be a criminal. I mean, a criminal doesn't become a criminal overnight. Something must have occurred in their lives that would make them do crimes, make them want to do something.
So if a guy cheats, can he blame society?
No, if a guy cheats, then he should be responsible.
So how is that different than a criminal? I mean, if someone does wrong, why are you more likely to blame society than blame the individual?
Because for society, it takes up over time. Usually a criminal, in my opinion, it doesn't happen overnight, like I said.
Well, if a guy cheats, why can't he just blame hookup culture?
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got It's Complicated. I haven't done this in a while, man, but I love doing his videos, man, because he asks some great questions. And he asks some questions, man, that will have you thinking. And will have you thinking. And the questions be so simple, but it will have you thinking, man. But before we get into that, do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, and leave me a subscribe. And man, I hope y'all having a good day. Hope y'all having a good day. I'm gonna try to get this video out today, because I got a Kodak Black video I want to do. I don't know if I'm gonna upload that tonight, upload that tomorrow, but you know, I don't know which one's gonna come first. But like I said, man, look, I hope y'all having a nice day, or I hope y'all had a good day. But let's go ahead and jump to this.
Can you define accountability?
Taking responsibility
For your own actions.
Yes, whether you lie or tell the truth. It's all about just being honest with your partner.
Accountability to me is just taking responsibility for your own actions, making sure that you, like, when you say you're gonna do something, or you say like something is important to you, that you follow up on those things.
She's over here talking about your partner. You know, hey, you know, being accountable is, you know, whatever with your partner. And it's like, okay, I understand that, man, but accountability, man, is just simply you understanding your faults and you're saying, okay, I'm gonna own up to that. I'm not gonna point fingers at anybody else. That's all accountability. That's what accountability means. Owning up to your mistakes, owning up to your bad decisions. And you're going out your way to make sure you correct that by saying, hey, I messed up, that is my fault.
Accountability is when I say I'm going to do something, that I'm following through. Accountability is follow through to me.
Who takes more accountability, men or women, and why?
Women.
Why?
Men try to hide shit because they feel like they're gonna scare their women away or hurt them in some way.
I've had a lot of guys tell me they're gonna do something and it doesn't happen.
I'm gonna say, I guess men. No, I guess women.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like women are more emotionally intelligent. Definitely understand like their emotions and things that they care about a little bit more than men.
Being emotionally intelligent doesn't mean you take accountability. I mean, for a lot of women, emotionally intelligent, for a lot of women, emotional intelligence means that they're emotionally aware, or they use their emotions, so they will have more sympathy for a person, right? They will have more sympathy. I mean, that's all that really means. They lead with the emotions. I mean, women lead with the emotions. I would say women are emotional creatures. I mean, anybody can tell you that, right? But just because they're emotional and they tend to sympathize with people through their emotions doesn't mean that they take accountability, right? Like I said, you look at a lot of these women, they have a lot of emotions. They lead with the emotions, but a lot of them do not take accountability. I would say a lot of single mothers have emotions. They lead with emotions because they're women. But why are they on Kevin Samuels? Why are they on Kendra G show? When you look at a lot of these women do not take accountability. When you have Kendra G asking, well, you might have, of course, you're going to have men ask, or, you know, move with caution because you have a child. A lot of women sit up here and say, well, they're not the person for me. Or, well, you know, I don't have to explain, you know, why I'm a single mother, yada, yada, yada. You're not taking accountability. You're not taking accountability. Taking accountability is saying, you know what, yes, I messed up. I'm a single mother. I did this, I did that, you know, and I'm just willing to make a change, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that man is comfortable in this relationship, because I need somebody to help me take care of my child, right? It's taking a lot out of this man to help or to be in a relationship with me because I'm a single mother. I'm not going to say there isn't anything wrong with being a single mother, because you do have some baggage as a single mother, but I'm not sitting over here writing single mothers off. But also women, just women in general. I mean, you literally have women sit up here and say, well, what about men that be sitting over here putting on a facade or making it seem as if, you know, they're this way, but they're really this way? That's not taking accountability for the men that you choose. A lot of your women, anytime you ask a woman, well, you're messing with this guy or whatever, a lot of these women will say, well, you know what, he didn't show me that type of person. He put on a facade. He was over here faking to be somebody he wasn't. That's up to you to figure that out. You have to do the research. You have to make sure that man is the right man for you. But a lot of women will use the excuse, well, I thought he was this way. Well, sis, he's a bad baby father, but you chose him. You chose him to be your baby father, right? But once again, no accountability. But we're going to sit up here and say women have accountability. When we talk about rape, I mean, listen, I understand it's a touchy subject, but understand that some of these women put themselves in that situation. You're walking late at night by yourself. You're going over here, you're riding in a car, one woman with a group of men. You don't know what they're plotting. You don't know what they're plotting. But anytime something happens to that woman, a woman goes to a party, get drunk or whatever, wake up the next morning, what they doing? Oh, I didn't like that, so let me go ahead and tell the cops because I don't want to have to be, I just felt weird. Or women who have boyfriends, right? And they sitting over here sleeping around. Then what happens, right? Oh, well, I felt weird, so let me call the cops because I don't want my boyfriend to think I was cheating. I'm gonna just say that he held me captive and he did this. That's not accountability, people. I've never seen a man lie on a woman and say she raped me. When you have women sitting over here dating certain guys or attracting certain guys and these be bad guys, women never sit up here and say, well, the reason I can't keep a man or the reason I can't stay in a relationship is because I'm picking bad guys or because I'm attracting bad men. They always say there's just bad men out here, right? There's just bad men out here and they're putting on a facade. How many times do we hear women sit up here and say, well, what happened if the guy was acting like something that he really wasn't? A lot of your women say that. Anytime you ask them, well, you're a single mother, you decided to pick that bad man, but now you sitting over here bashing him. You sitting over here saying y'all broke up because of him, but it's never because of you. That doesn't make no sense. That does not make any sense, right? So a lot of women be trying to get her out. I mean, like, let's be real. That's a fact. A lot of women try to get her out, and it's like, you can't do that.
I think men, because they have to work more, and so like they have a lot more going on in their head. So they have a lot more they have to like take accountability for and responsibility, and they don't really argue much, at least from what I've seen.
What was the last?
She was struggling there, but I get where she's coming from. She's saying that men have a lot of responsibilities. So if you have a lot of responsibilities, you have to be accountable for those responsibilities. Prime example, when Myron said, right, when you have women who, you have a lot of women who hate their boyfriends policing them or whatever, Myron is saying, man, listen, if I have a responsibility, I have to have some authority, which means I have to have accountability, which means, let's just say, if your woman is going out here as a man, if your woman is going out here dressed a certain way or acting a certain way, she's an exact representation of you. So the fact that you sat up here and allowed your girl to go out here and go do all this, you have to take accountability for that. People are going to come up here, they smack your girl, smash your girl or whatever. You have to take accountability for that. No man looks at another man and say, he allowed his girl to do whatever. He must really be running that relationship. No, you have to take accountability if your girl out here smashing other dudes. You can't sit over here and get mad at the man. Oh man, you out here smashing my girl. A man is doing what a man do, right? It's your girl that's supposed to be making sure she's holding it down, making sure she's loyal, right? But it's your responsibility to vet that woman out, period, right? And a lot of guys be picking up hoes and expecting these girls to be you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, right? And a lot of guys try to do that, and they get the bad outcome, and then they, oh man, this girl like this girl like that. No, brother, you the one that picked that girl. You have to lay down with what you created. Period.
Mistake you took accountability for.
You know, I blamed my boyfriend, and I take accountability for blaming him. So just now.
When was the last time you apologized?
I'm sorry.
When was the last time you apologized?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I always take part in any problem, regardless. Even if someone did something to me, I always take my part of the blame. Is like I put myself in the situation, you know. And I feel like that's the only way we learn how to grow is by taking accountability for everything. It takes two for everything.
When someone commits a crime, do you blame the criminal or do you blame society?
The criminal. You can always make your own decisions at the end of the day.
Both. It's nature and nurture. The way you were raised, your mindset, your own individual actions. I think all of that matters. I don't think they're mutually exclusive.
If they're impoverished.
She makes a great point there, but still, I mean, you're still once again in control of your actions. I mean, like, I messed up plenty of times. Hell, I just recently messed up. I recently just messed up big time, but still at the end of the day, I took responsibility. You have to take responsibility. I can't sit up here and grow up and say, oh, well, I saw this, or, well, you know, I saw people doing this, or I grew up in this environment, so this is why I'm doing this, or whatever. At a certain age, bro, you have to grow up. I mean, at a certain age, you have more than enough examples to show you how to live life correctly. It's only up to you to figure that out. Some guys and some women have to go out the way to go look for that, right? Whereas some people, they grew up with that, right? They grew up with in a two-parent household with strict parents, so they were forced to be on a strict line. Whereas some kids didn't grow up with a father, and they had a mother who just did whatever. So, you know, he pretty much had to grow up himself, or she has to grow up herself. But at a certain age, you have to get out of that mindset. Like, prime example, Blac Chyna. She decided to take her ass shots out, take her titties out, take her titty shots out, take her lip injections out, take all the plastic surgery that she did on her body. I mean, she tried to remove all her tattoos. You know, at least she's taking accountability. At least she's saying, look, let me make this change. But, you know, for me in her situation, there's just certain shit you just can't come back from. And that's just me. And I'm not sitting over here saying I'm this big old judge or whatever, but I'm just saying, man, there's just certain things you just can't take back. And what I mean by that is, right, she might be able to make the change. Look, hey, it's never too late to make a change. But what I'm saying is, there's just certain things you can't come back from. You're not going to be able to, you're probably not going to get the man that you truly want. But hey, you know, she done got some boyfriends, but still ain't married, right? You had the man, you had Rob Kardashian, people. Rob Kardashian. Set for life, and you gave that up. You know what I'm saying? Now you're single, doing whatever, and you know what I'm saying? Now you're having to remove all this stuff from your body. People understand when you get BBLs, when you get ass shots, and you get titty shots, you have to maintain that for years. She probably couldn't maintain that. And you see Nicki Minaj, you see how she's moving like a damn 70-year-old woman. And I believe she about to be 40-something years of age. Like, come on, man, what are you doing? My mama moved faster than her. And my mama way older than her. My mama in her 50s.
I'm stealing food, then I don't blame them for their crime. I blame society because of the system that we have, and capitalism has failed them. Whereas if they were to murder somebody, then that's a different story.
I blame society because I feel like society, in a way, they cause the criminal to be a criminal. I mean, a criminal doesn't become a criminal overnight. Something must have occurred in their lives that would make them do crimes, make them want to do something.
So if a guy cheats, can he blame society?
No, if a guy cheats, then he should be responsible.
So how is that different than a criminal? I mean, if someone does wrong, why are you more likely to blame society than blame the individual?
Because for society, it takes up over time. Usually a criminal, in my opinion, it doesn't happen overnight, like I said.
Well, if a guy cheats, why can't he just blame hookup culture?
I mean, like, he could, but then, like, how long would that occur? Like, how long?
Okay, if a guy cheats, can he blame society or hookup culture?
Absolutely not. I don't even have to finish hearing the rest of that. If a guy cheats, he cannot blame society. You've made that choice, and that's where the accountability comes in. So if you make a choice to commit to somebody, you make a choice to commit and follow through. If you're ready to step out the door, you can make that choice to be respectful and to say, hey, you know what, I respect you enough and I love you enough that this isn't going to work out as a monogamous relationship. I've got to go elsewhere.
Why is it when a man cheats, he's a cheater, but when a woman cheats, it's because she's not satisfied?
If you cheat, you're a cheater, if you're a man or a woman.
I mean, isn't a man not satisfied when he's cheating?
I mean, like it's not black or white, but it has been statistically proven that women cheat for different reasons as opposed to men. For men, it's more like sexual gratification, and for women, it's more like emotional gratification. But both are not true and not honest with each other, and that's really what matters. Just, I guess, like communication in general.
Is it possible to have equality without equal accountability?
Oh no. Yeah, no.
How can men and women ever be equal if relationships have double standards?
I would say it's impossible.
That's a really tough thing because, I mean, our society is built off of, we live in a patriarchal society where men have ruled for a really long time, so it's really hard to do that because double standards were created in our society by men.
Why is it when men do wrong, it's men's fault, but when women do wrong, it's society's fault?
I think women just try to put the blame on other people. That's something that, like, I find myself working on a lot because I do see it a lot in the world.
What are women exclusively held accountable for?
Oh, I'm not exclusively held accountable for just women? I'm not sure. I can't think of anything.
They aren't held accountable for anything. Once again, you have women who sit up here and pick shit men and then turn around and complain about these same shit men and then say, they will literally sit over here and universally say, oh, men ain't shit, men ain't this. I mean, you hear it a lot from black girls. You hear it a lot from a lot of your women, your white women or whatever. A lot of your women, you ask them, well, what happened to your last boyfriend? Well, or what happened to your relationship? Well, he wasn't doing this, well, he wasn't doing that. But then it's like, okay, so you didn't do anything wrong? No, I didn't do anything wrong. Well, you ask a single mother, well, what happened to your baby father? Well, my baby father was this, my baby father was that. You hear it all the time on the Kendra G show. You hear it all the time in general. You hear women say that shit all the time. Well, my baby father this, well, he didn't want to take care of the kids. Well, he's this, he's that. I went to go look for this dang post, man. But you had a girl yesterday, right? She's a white girl, but she decided to lay down with a pookie. Literally lay down with a pookie, right? Mind you have brothers, man, clean cut brothers trying to holler at her. She was not going for that. So she decides to date a hood guy, right? Cool. You decided to date a guy that you wanted that wasn't ish, right? You wanted him for all the wrong reasons. Now she's sitting over here posting on Instagram talking about y'all be careful who y'all friends with and who y'all decide to have babies with, right? So the guy said that he saw the kids 3 days out of the week. She said you didn't even see the kids not once, right? And I'm just sitting over here saying you constantly keep complaining about the same dude that you decided to lay down with. I mean, it's like, what? It didn't make no sense, right? And I'm talking about this dude is a pookie. This dude is a pookie, and he gave this girl 2 kids. Now, mind you, these are twins, but that's even worse. I mean, because he just threw 2 kids on you, right? Well, I take that back. He threw 2 kids on you that you wanted, right? And now all of a sudden you're getting upset about that. You can't get upset about anything. You can't get upset about none of that. You can't get upset about none of that. I was about to say, bro, stop posting this. Stop posting this because this is what you picked. But you know what? Hey, I can't say that in 2023. And going back, man, to the guy, I guess the Indian brother, he was saying that cheating. You know, how long can you keep using that? Pretty much, it sounded like he was trying to say, how long can you keep using that though? Well, you know, hey, yeah, well, the reason I keep cheating is because of because of hookup culture, right? How long? He's saying, how long can you keep using that as an excuse? Well, how long can somebody who's out here yoking people who grew up in bad environments or people who was stealing and grew up in bad environments, how long can they keep saying, well, you know, this is what I grew up around, and they're 25 something years of age, they're 30 something years of age. How long can they keep using that as an excuse as to why they do what they do? They can't. They can't. So it's just like, man, look, accountability goes both ways. At the end of the day, accountability goes both ways. Men are way more accountable than women are. If you ask a woman, why did you cheat? Oh, well, this man wasn't doing this. Oh, well, this man is that. Oh, well, this man, my boyfriend, my husband, my boyfriend, my husband. But when you ask a man, well, why did you cheat? I just wanted some bullshit. Or, well, you know what? My girlfriend, man, look, my girlfriend's a good girl, but she ain't a freak, right? And she's not willing to do some things that little Coco over here is willing to do, right? Little Coco's willing to swallow. This girl, she too bougie for that, right? So I got a girl on the side for that, right? Now, a lot of you women don't want to hear that. And it's like, that's fine. You don't have to hear that. But once again, right? You have to please your man nonetheless. You have to please him nonetheless. And if you can't do that, then I mean, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes a man is not going to want to give that up because you're not willing to suck him up or you're not willing to do something freaky in bed. You might have everything else, but if you're not willing to do what he wants you to do in the bed, I mean, it's like you kind of give him, you're kind of telling him, hey man, go out here. You ain't telling him, but a man is going to look at that and be like, man, bro, if she's not willing to do it, this girl is willing to do it, why not? But once again, accountability goes both ways, man. So, you know, y'all do me this huge favor, man. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, and leave me a subscribe. And let me know if y'all want some more of this because I'm probably going to be doing some more.